Speak to my heart. Speak to my heart. Hello, everyone. Speak to my heart. Speak to my heart. Welcome. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I know what to do. I won't go alone. I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart. Speak to my heart. That's my dog barking. Be quiet, Teddy. Speak to my heart. Thank you. Yeah. Speak to my heart. Welcome, T. Welcome, everybody. My name is Miss Inya. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so Thank you very much for the hearts. My name is Miss Inya, and I want to welcome you to Stand in Your Greatness Hour. And this is all about our journey, returning back to our authentic self. My name is Miss Inya, and I am a spiritual transformational life coach. I have been a minister, and I can still say I'm a minister too. I have been a hairdresser for over 30 years. I have made some transitions in my life, you guys. Thank you so very much for the hearts. And I wanted to come on today, and I wanted to talk about, I was told to live. Anytime you want to come in and say something, can you guys tell me where you guys are from and tell me your first name if you like. Just check in with me. Let's do a little bit of check-in before I go into I was told to live. Anybody want to say something? Where you from? What's your name? You are more than welcome. Thanks for the serenade. Oh, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. I can't, the fit baker mom, I am from I taught praise and worship. I sang praise and worship for many women's conferences, so I've done a lot of work in the ministry as far as being a minister. Okay, I am from the Bronx, living in Maryland. T, well, hello T, and welcome. And I want to talk about I was told to live. I went through many changes. If you can relate to what I'm saying, just chime in, say something, or continue to send the hearts. I love that. I was told to live. I went through many changes in my life. I've been a hairdresser for over 30 years. And then I was a pastor's wife for over 10 years, actually over 12 years. I was a pastor's wife. And during that time, I did praise and worship. I organized the music ministry, the women's ministry. So I'm not new to this coaching and singing. But there was a time that when my ex-husband and I broke up, and I punished myself. And I stopped singing. So this is big for me to sing again. And here on Periscope, it's a big thing for me to do this. And so I stopped singing. I stopped ministering. I stopped everything. And what I'm here to tell you is that one day I woke up and the trees was waving at me. They were waving at me. Welcome back. And the trees and the sun was shining brightly on my face. And I was told to not die with the music still in me. And I said, Lord, what do you mean not die with the music still in me? I was told to live. I was told to live. Thank you very much. I was told to live. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, T. I was told to live. That my life was not predicated on what men thought and what people was telling me. You know, that I should dress this way and I should look this way and I should do this and I should do that. And I should go here and I should drive a certain car. Yeah, I even got told what kind of car to drive. And so when that marriage did not work and it failed because there was something that was inside of me, as some people say, something was telling me that this was not right for me. But you know what? If you think about it, God will speak to you before the tribulation comes. It's like before the storm comes, Spirit will speak to you and start telling you, this is not right. But you know, we women, we want to fix everything. Well, you know, it'll be okay. It'll work out just fine. It'll be okay. And what happened was, man, I went into a great depression. I hit rock bottom. And I mean, when I say I hit rock bottom, I hit rock bottom. And God began to speak to me. And I remember crying one night, just crying and crying and crying and saying, what do I go from here? What do I do? I'd have made a mess of it. And you know what? I learned that's the ego. That's the ego edging God out. See, I had edged God out. I had edged God out. Even though I was in church, yes, indeed. I heard Les Brown say that too. Did he? Don't die with the music. Don't die with your music left inside of you. Yeah. And so I said, oh my God, what do I do now? And you know, I think that I believe that God has a great sense of humor. God said, the same thing I told you before. To do what I told you to do. It's the same thing. The same thing is to minister to the women. Let them know to not die with the music still in them. To let them know to stop edging me out. This is your job. This is my passion, my purpose, and my calling. It's to help other women to learn to not edge God out. Because women, we think we can do it all. I can do that. I can fix it. It's not about you fixing it. It's not about us fixing it. It's about allowing God to live through us, as us, to speak through us, to speak to our heart, and give us direction, to lead and guide us throughout our way and throughout this journey that we call life. That's what it's about. It's not about taking over and I can do it. No, you can't do it. I can't do it without God. So stop edging God out. Don't die with the music in you, because when you die with the music in you, what happens is you feel like your life was not worth living. Yes. Let God use us as a vehicle for his life. Absolutely. Because let me tell you something. We were born perfect, whole, and complete. There was nothing in us that we did not need, that we didn't already have. We already had it. But society teaches us, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to do this. And that's not what it is. It's not about what society is telling us about. It's about what is God speaking to you in your heart. What is God saying to you? Absolutely. Born rich. I like that. We were born rich. Absolutely. But society teaches us that we need this and we need that and we need this and we need that. And what we create is need more. The more we get, the more we want. But what is real is that everything you need, you already have. Don't die with your music inside of you. Don't die with your music inside of you. And don't Yes, right. Boom. And don't listen to what society telling you. Because, man, they ain't going to do nothing but get you in a bunch of trouble. Nothing but a bunch of trouble. You welcome, T. Nothing but a bunch of trouble. Listen to what your intuition, what your gut is saying to you. Listen to that. Welcome, Amanda Smith Thrive. Welcome. Listen to what spirit is saying. What is that gut feeling saying to you inside of you? You know, when we listen to people, man, do we always get in trouble? Every single time. Every time I've listened to somebody, I've gotten into trouble. Thank you. Welcome, Princess. Princess Me J 183. Every time I listen to somebody else, I always get in trouble. But when I follow that gut feeling, that thing that lives inside of me, that guides me, that I have chosen so many times to ignore because I can do it, and what happens is we mess it up. So I'm saying today, listen and be guided by spirit. The sermon at church last week was titled, What to Do When God is Silent and a Man is Asleep. Oh my God. I love that. I would love to hear that sermon. I know that was a good sermon. So what I'm saying, what do you listen to when God is silent? You know, when God is silent, what you're listening to is yourself, your ego. Your ego is running you. Your ego. That gut feeling is God telling us, but we ignore it too much. You know why we ignore it too much? Because society does not teach us to be spiritual. Society teaches us that you got to be skinny, that you have to have long hair, and you got to have a weave in your head. If you don't have the hair, then weave it in there. Yes. And it tells you that when you get married, you get a house with a picket fence around it, and when whatever area you live in, you drive a certain car, and you wear a certain diamond ring, and you have this, and you have that. That's not it. See, it's about love. Think about his love. Think about his goodness. Think about his grace that's brought us through. For as high as the heavens above, so great is the measure of our Father's love. So great is the measure of our Father's love. You know, when you begin to think about the love of God, keeping up with the Joneses is the quickest way to lose your God connection. Absolutely, because it's not about them. It's not about keeping up with anybody. It's about thinking about the love of God and showing the love of God one to another. I tell my friends all the time, it's about the love that we share one to another. Thank you for the hearts. It's about the love that we share one to another. Not about how you dress and how you look and where you're going and how you travel and this and that and all that stuff. It's not about that. It's about the love that we share one to another. We have to help each other out. I'm talking about getting down. Absolutely reminded to give more than. Thank you, T. It's about the love that we show one another and how we help and embrace each other to get up and get going. I love God. I love watching God show himself through my children. Oh my God, children are the greatest expression of who God is. Children always show up as God. Oh my God, I have a grandbaby. We could get on a whole nother subject, T. So now I want to stay focused and I want to get finished with this because I know it's about the love that we show one to another. That's more important than anything, more than money, more than the diamonds and more than gold, more than anything. It's about the love that we show one to another. Help each other get out. Go to your sister and go help her get out. And love watching them love genuinely. There's nothing more genuine than the love of children, absolutely. Go to your sister and help her get out. Send it to somebody